What if one single angle changed everything you thought you knew about small homes? No symmetry, no peak, no traditional roof. Just one bold, aggressive slope. And somehow, it unlocks more space, more light, and more luxury than almost any other design on the market right now. This is the single slope tiny home. And once you see what it can do, you will never look at a traditional house the same way again. If architecture like this is what you live for, you need to be subscribed to Affordable Tiny Living. We drop new builds every week, and they only get more insane from here. Hit that subscribe button. Stay with us. This design has one name: the shed roof, the monopitch, the single slope. Call it whatever you want. Architects are calling it the future. We are talking about a roofline that travels in one continuous direction, from a high dramatic wall at the front down to a lower rear wall, creating a structure that looks nothing like what most people imagine when they hear the words tiny home. Builds like this are showing up across the Pacific Northwest, Scandinavia, the Australian bush, and the mountains of Colorado. Price points range from $40,000 for a DIY shell all the way to $280,000 for a fully custom architect-designed luxury version. And here is the part that breaks the rules. A design this simple on the outside hides something extraordinary on the inside. Let us start where the story begins: the exterior. Stand back and look at this thing. There is no ridge, no peak, no bilateral symmetry. Just one clean diagonal plane cutting across the sky like a statement. The front wall rises tall, sometimes 14, 16, even 18 feet. That high wall faces outward. It earns its height because that is where the glass goes. Floor-to-ceiling windows, full-width glazing, walls that disappear entirely. Now look at the roofline as it drops toward the rear. It sheds rain and snow with zero effort. No pooling, no ice damming, no complex drainage system. The slope does all the work. The materials are where this gets interesting. Black corrugated steel cladding on the lower sections, raw cedar board and batten on the upper, or sometimes the entire skin is wrapped in dark Accoya wood, treated to last 50 years without rotting. Some builders go full concrete, others go full glass. The silhouette works with all of it. From the outside, this home does not look like it should be this affordable. It looks like a private gallery, a boutique resort cabin, a piece of sculpture someone dropped into the landscape. But the exterior is just the preview. Because when you step through that front door, the architecture does something you are not expecting. The ceiling hits you first. It starts low at the back of the home and rises continuously toward the front. That slope you saw outside is doing something radical inside. It is creating a ceiling that climbs, a room that expands as you move through it. The space feels like it is breathing. In a 400 square foot box, that sloped ceiling can give you the sensation of standing in something twice the size. There are no interior load-bearing walls. The single slope roof system distributes weight through the two exterior walls. That means the inside is completely open. Kitchen, dining, and living all exist in one continuous flowing space. No chopped up rooms, no dark corridors. Everything connects. Here is where the architecture earns its cost. Clerestory windows run along the high front wall. Morning light enters at a low angle and washes the entire interior in a warm horizontal glow. Skylights are placed along the upper third of the roof slope to pull in overhead light through the middle of the day. The home is basically a light machine, and the shape of the roof is the mechanism. Polished concrete floors, white oak cabinetry, exposed steel beam at the peak of the ceiling, running the full length of the structure. Everything is raw. Everything is intentional. Every material choice reinforces the geometry. Move from the kitchen toward the sleeping area, and the ceiling drops just enough to make that space feel intimate, contained, private. But here is where it gets insane. Look up at the mezzanine. Because the front wall is so tall, it creates vertical real estate that a traditional tiny home simply cannot access. A cantilevered mezzanine level can be suspended from that wall using exposed steel brackets. No supporting columns, no visible structure, just a sleeping platform floating in mid-air above the living space below. The structural engineering here is not complicated, but the visual effect is extraordinary. Climb the open tread staircase, which is really just a series of solid oak slabs bolted to the wall, and you arrive at a sleeping loft that sits directly under the highest point of the ceiling. From up here, you look down across the entire home through open air. But this defies architecture rules even further. That tall, glazed front wall, some builders angle it outward at 5 degrees, not vertical, leaning slightly into the sky. What that does structurally is shift the thermal mass. It reduces summer glare. It amplifies winter sun penetration. And visually, it makes the home look like it is launching forward. A 5-degree angle on one wall changes the entire character of the structure. And then there is the detail that most people completely miss. That junction between the high wall and the roof slope. On cheap builds, it is just a trim piece. On architect-designed versions, it is a 1-2-inch steel cap, precision folded, sealed with silicone, and finished with a knife edge that from a distance looks thinner than a sheet of paper. One detail, one edge, and it communicates the difference between a shed and a work of architecture. So here is the question I want you to answer in the comments. Is the single-slope tiny home the most intelligent residential design of our generation? Or is it just minimalism wearing a clever engineering hat? Because some people look at this and see pure genius, clean, efficient, structurally honest. And some people look at it and say it is too raw, too industrial, too much like a building that forgot to finish becoming a home. Tell me where you stand. Drop it in the comments below. And if you thought this was impressive, I need you to stay subscribed to Affordable Tiny Living, because next week we are stepping inside a home that should not be physically possible. A structure cantilevered 22 feet off the edge of a cliff, no visible support below, just glass, steel, and open air underneath your feet. Engineers said it could not be built. The architect built it anyway. That video is coming exclusively to this channel. Subscribe so you do not miss it. I am your host on Affordable Tiny Living. See you in the next one.